In this video, we will be creating this animated and textured Pokemon ball. Not the Pokemon though, but you can download it from the description. Import the Pokemon and move it to a separate layer by pressing M. Add a simple sphere and mirror it. Get the front faces and Alt-E to extrude along normals. Select these edges, Ctrl-B to bevel, Alt-E to extrude along normals. In UV editing, load this texture from the video description. Switch to the Shading tab, create a material and call it Rough. Insert an image texture and set it to closest. Back in the UV editing, in edit mode, press L while the mouse is on the top half. Go to the UV area, S0, enter to collapse the UV map, GY to move it inside the red box. Do the same to the lower half and make sure the rough material is assigned to it. Select one of the inner faces and zoom in by pressing period. Alt right click on the edge to get the ring faces and move the selected part of the UV map to black. Now for the glowing part, hit 1 to switch to vertex mode. Select the middle vertex and Ctrl+ to expand the selection. Duplicate the rough material and call it glow after adding back the original rough material. You can change the layer view to file view to see what's happening. We will use the same texture later to control the color of the UV map. Assign the glow material to the front faces. Shift G to select faces with similar materials. Edge and Alt H to confirm the right materials are assigned to the right faces. In shading, connect the color node to emission and go back to the UV editing and use the same technique we used for the rough material. Clean up the geometry and correct any misplaced UV maps. S0 to align faces to the last active face while the selection mode is set to active element. Unhide the Pokemon. Add a cast modifier, set the factor to 1 and apply it as a shape key. Select the cast key to test it, and make sure the basis key is selected before proceeding. Add a UV sphere, shift select the Pokemon, Ctrl L to link the materials. Go to UV editing, load the Pokemon texture this time, and collapse the UV map to the dominant belly color of the Pokemon. In basis shape key, scale down the ball and position it inside the Pokemon. Select the cast shape key, set it to 1 and tab into edit mode. Now roughly hide the Pokemon inside the ball. Select the lower part of the mesh, hit Y followed by P to split it and separate it as a new object. Create a bone and rotate it 90 degrees across the x-axis. Apply the rotation and position the bone. Duplicate the top bone and make it the parent while keeping the offset. Name the bone's top and base. Select the ball and shift-click the bone, and Ctrl-P to set the parent with empty groups. This should create an empty group with the bone name, which is top in this case. In edit mode, press L on the upper half and assign it to the vertex group. Assign everything else to the root bone. In edit mode, move the bone to shift its pivot point to match the balls. Select the Pokemon, shift select the skeleton, press Ctrl P and choose Parent Keep Offset. In the Animation tab, switch the Dope Sheet view to Action Editor and call it Roll. If you want more control, bring the NLA Editor panel. Push the action down the stack, tap to Edit mode, and set 2 keyframes for the X rotation. Set the first one to 0 and the second one to 360 x 3 for 3 revolutions. Remove the Y and Z rotation data by pressing X while selected. Select the skeleton and hit Alt-G to reset the location and I to keyframe it at frame 90. Now to roll over the correct distance, multiply the Y dimension of the ball by 1 pi times the number of revolutions and keyframe that location at frame 0. Now select the skeleton and Ctrl Tab into pose mode, RX to rotate the top bone and create 2 keyframes for the open and closed poses. Keyframe the rest of the animation by doing the exact same steps, but for the cast shape key value and the Pokemon Z location. Your animation is ready. Just make sure the shading is correct and your output parameters are all set. Thank you for watching.